Hello, guys. Welcome back to another series of questions where I help you to go through the multiple choice questions for the CXC exam that is coming up, or even in your classes, and how to approach these questions. All right, guys. So, for the first question, we have them talking to us about circle theorem. All right, guys. Remember, we have 8 different theorems. It's not given a specific number. You can choose how you want to remember them, but let's get right into it. So we have this diagram where we see that A, B, C, D are the 4 points on the circumference, where A, B, D is 35, and A, C, D is another angle, and few others. But here they're asking us in the diagram, angle ABD equal 35 degrees, which is right here. So angle ACD equal, so ACD, that means, remember, the angle is always that they want us to identify is always in the middle. So C right here is what they're talking about. What is this angle here? Let's call that theta for now. So guys, we know which theorem to use here, because one theorem states the angle in the same segment of a circle are equal. And so we have two segments here, one segment on this side and another one on this side. And so this segment, these angles are in the same segment, hence they are equal. Some would remember the theorem, which can the same theorem can also be used by saying angles in the angles at the circumference standing on the same chord or the same arc are equal. And so the chord here is the chord AB, and these two angles are standing on that chord. And so basically they are formed by the same chord. And so once we know that they're equal, already we know the answer is going to be 35 degrees. All right, guys, so it's always important that we remember the theorems. Let's move on to another question. So this question, we're given a diagram that depicts two parallel lines. PO and MN are two parallel lines, and we're given an angle PQN to be 145 degrees. So now we're asked to find angle MNQ. So MNQ, so N is what we're trying to find, and it's right here. And so guys, we have two approaches we can use to find the solution for angle at N. So let's get right into it. So we know about co-interior angles, right? That they're formed between two parallel lines and a transversal line. And so the two parallel lines here are MN and PO. The transversal we identify would be QN. And so once they are formed between two parallel lines, we know that co-interior angles, they equal 280 degrees. So if this angle here is 145, the angle here would be 180, subtract 145, which should give us 35 degrees. All right, guys? Or we can say that we know the angle on a straight line equal to 180. All right, so if this angle here is 145, the angle on this side is going to be 35. That's basically 180 subtract 145. All right, guys? So this angle will be 35. And we know that if this angle here is 35, this angle is also 35, because alternate angles are equal. And so alternate angles here would be this angle and this angle. So the answer is 35. All right, I hope you understand that one. Let's move on to this question. So it says a dress costs 280 if being sold to at a discount of 10%. What is the cost part of the dress after the discount is taken off? So it's basically asking you, how much will you pay after the discount of 10%? So guys, what we do here is to basically identify the cost price, which is 280, the discount, which is 10%. So let's find 10% of 280. So it's 10 over 100 as a fraction times 280. Let's cancel. So the answer we get for discount is $28 discount this person will receive. So to find the price the person actually pay, it's gonna be 280 minus 28, which will give us 20272. It will give us basically 252, and so our answer is right here. I hope you understand this question. If not, feel free to pause the video and examine it. So the next question we have, if A equal -3, B is equal to 2, and C is equal to 3, then A divided by B raised to the C power is. So basically here we are basically asking to substitute. So A is -3, so it's -3 divided by B, which is 2, and that is raised to C, and C is 3. Basically, guys, here we bring the power to whatever is in the bracket. So the power goes to -3, and the power also goes to 2. So if you don't know how to do that, let's go expand. Remember so it's 3 to the 3 divided by 2 to the 3. Remember, the power tells us how many times we multiply the base. So it's -3 times -3 times -3 divided by 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 3 times -3 times -3 is a positive 9. 9 times -3 is a -27 divided by 2 2s 4. 4 2s 8. So the answer here is C. For this question, we're given a triangle, and they establish two angles for us, 45 and y degrees. So right here, it says in the triangle, what is the value of y? What's the value of y in degrees? That's supposed to be there. What's the value of y? So right here, guys, we see that based on the angles that we're seeing here, these two symbols, meaning that the lengths are equal. And so once two sides are equal, we know already it's isosceles triangle. And we know base angles are equal. All right? And so once base angles are equal, the side is 45, here is also 45 degrees. All right? So remember, we know the angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So if we have two angles being 45 and 45, to find the missing angle, we're going to be saying that 180 subtract 45 plus 45, which will be 90, minus 180 to give us 90. And so angle Y would be 90 degrees. All right, guys, I hope I brought clarity to the misconceptions that you were having and how to approach this question. Remember, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want more of these questions, drop a comment in the comment section below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, guys. Tell a friend about me, and let's do this together. I will see you in the next series.